And after this session, I will share with you. Now, let's start our
Thank
discussion.
you.
Let's talk about our module discussion first. What modules we can cover in our complete training. So this complete training is related with CCNP. And we can cover these books in our training. First, we'll focus on advanced routing concept, advanced routing. We can go for advanced switching, advanced switching. Then we can go for troubleshooting, T-shoot. Then next we can focus on Cisco SD-WAN implementation. And fifth is network automation. So these are the modules we have in our training. Total duration for this training is 4 to 5 month minimum. Okay. And our training timing is fixed. Our timing is 10:30 to
Okay.
11:30. 11:30, 1 hour session, Monday to Thursday.
Thursday.
Monday to Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start our discussion. Okay, I think I shared with you all the slides and notes. Slides and notes.
Yes, I get it.
Okay, I share with you EVNG full pack software. Have you downloaded this EVNG full pack software?
Yeah, full pass. Yeah, even I download, but I have one issue.
Okay.
The problem is we have a power issue in our country, as you know.
Mm-hmm. So
But the computer,
you are downloading with Google Chrome or something.
yes, Google
There is
Chrome.
restriction to download this software.
I already download everything
Okay.
from
EVNG
from
software.
your from your email.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm facing problem. The computer where I download this document or this file
Mm-hmm.
is switch off now because of power issue. I'm using another computer.
Okay. No problem. Uh, I can help you next session, no problem. Okay. We can discuss our EVND lab setup on Wednesday.
Yeah, okay,
On Wednesday, okay.
okay, no,
So try to prepare
no
your lab.
problem.
You need 8 GB RAM, minimum 8 GB RAM for advanced routing implementation, advanced switching implementation, and for troubleshooting. For SD-WAN,
Yes.
For SD-WAN implementation, I will provide you rack access. I will provide you rack
Oh,
access for SD-WAN because SD-WAN lab you cannot prepare in your laptop because for SD-WAN design, for SD-WAN lab, you need minimum 64 GB to 120 GB RAM only for this SD-WAN
wow.
implementation. That's why for SD-WAN, I will provide you rack access. In rack access, I will provide you public IP, username and password so that you can access with any laptop. Rack access you can.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's
Thank
start.
you. Okay.
Let's start our discussion with advanced routing. This is our first book. Once you finish this book, then we can go for advanced switching. So I'm trying to focus on advanced routing topic. What topic we can cover in our complete advanced routing implementation? Let's talk about module discussion. So first we can focus about static and default routing configuration complete. Static routing and default routing implementation. You can discuss all the points related with static routing and default routing. Now We can go for dynamic routing implementation. And in dynamic routing, we can focus on RIP protocol, complete A to Z point about RIP protocol. Then we can focus on AIGRP. And into this CCNP training, you can finish all the concept, all the points related with EIGRP protocol, all the points, like what is EIGRP, what is equal and unequal cost load balancing, what is variance
Mm.
concept, what is EIGRP name mode, what is classic mode. Okay. So we can discuss all type of EIGRP stuff, all type of EIGRP implementation. You can say EIGRP, this topic will take minimum 5 to 8 hours. Only this topic, EIGRP protocol. We can go for
Okay.
OSPF implementation. And here you can discuss complete all points about OSPF. All points. You can say from CCNA to CCIE, you have a complete knowledge about OSPF protocol. OSPF will take minimum 6 to 10 hours. OSPF implementation. Minimum 6 to 8 hours, you can say. 6 to 8 hours. Now we can once you get the idea about static routing, once you get an idea about how to create routes, static route, default route, RIP, complete EIGRP, complete OSPF, then we can talk about route filtering. Route filtering. In route filtering, we can discuss about some route filtering concept like distribution list, prefix list, offset list, route map
Okay.
configuration, PBR configuration, policy-based routing. So here we can discuss all type of route filtering method. All type of route filtering method in RIP protocol, in AIGRP, in OSPF. Now we can talk about redistribution. Any idea about redistribution? Redistribution.
Yes.
In redistribution, we can exchange different routing protocol information with each other, right? So we can
Yeah.
discuss all type of redistribution concept. You can focus on route summarization, route summarization. So RIP summarization, OSPF summarization, EIGRP summarization, and BGP summarization. You can discuss this concept, route summarization, in all protocols. Now, IPv6 implementation. IPv6. What is IPv6? What is IPv6 format? What is IPv6 unicast address type? We can focus on how to configure IPv6 routing like static, default, and dynamic routing. In dynamic routing, we can focus on RIP-NG. Here there is no RIP. Here we have what? RIP-NG. RIP, next generation protocol. We can discuss how to implement EIGRP in IP version 6 scenario. And what is OSPF version 3? OSPF version 3. Here we can discuss about OSPF version 2. Here. But here we can discuss about OSPF version 3 implementation. Then we can talk about IPv6 ACL implementation access list. How to configure IPv6 ACL access control list. So this topic will take time. This IPv6 will take time, will take minimum 5 to 8 hours. Next, we can focus about a very popular protocol in routing concept. It's a BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. BGP is a popular protocol. It's an open standard protocol you can use on any vendor. Most of the time, BGP we are using. 99% time we are using BGP in ISP side network in a big infra. And here we can discuss all the points related with BGP protocol. You can say you have a knowledge about CCNA to CCIE about BGP protocol. BGP will take minimum 10 hours. to finish all the points. 10 to 12 hours, you can say. BGP protocol.
Okay.
Now we can focus about MPLS implementation, MPLS VPN. There's no MPLS, MPLS VPN, you can say. We can focus about what is MPLS technology, how to create VPN tunnel like GRE tunnel, MGRE, DMVPN. So these are the
Yes.
topics, these are the modules we have in our advanced routing implementation. Clear now this point? Let's start our discussion with the static routing. Static routing. Okay, wait. We can start our discussion with static and default routing today.
Okay.
Static and default routing. So what is static routing? If you remember in CCNA training, in a static routing, you can create all network entry statically, manually, right? It is
Yes.
configured by administrator manually in static routing. For example, if you have collection of routers, if you have collection of routers and you want to configure static routing here in static routing, if I'm not using any routing method here, if I'm not using any routing method here, for example, this is R1 router, I'm not using any routing method, so I only have directly connected network information. I only have directly connected network information. This is directly connected network. This is directly connected network. In static routing, you need to create all destination network entries. So this is your remote destination.
Yes.
This is your remote destination. This is your remote destination. Remote destination, remote destination, remote destination. So you need to create these remote destination network entry. And the syntax is what? IP route. Command we are using IP route command, then destination, for example, 192.168.10.0. You need network address. Then you need mask 255.255.255.0.
Okay.
Then next hop IP, for example, 10.1.12.1. So this is command syntax for static routing implementation.
Static routing.
What you need in any scenario, if you are looking for a static routing configuration, you need three information: remote destination network address, his mask, and next hop IP. Next hop
Next
IP.
up.
This is static routing
Okay.
configuration, right? This is
Yes.
static routing configuration.
Yes.
Now, let's try to implement this static routing in a design. We can discuss REST option in lab. Wait. REST theoretical discussion we can discuss in design. Wait. Are you using GNS3 application? Juvensu? Juvency.
Genius tree. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but I don't have now.
You can use
I should
GNS.
be familiar.
You can install. I can help you to install the software. No problem. Okay. I will share with you GNS3 also.
No problem. I can install.
Yes. GNS3 is required for basic implementation, all routing implementation.
Yes.
But yes, EVNG software is an important software for you because you can do any kind of practical because all the images are pre-installed, all firewall images, routers, switches, and other vendors. It's a
Mm.
big file. It's a 68 GB file, but once you download this image can help you. EVNG can help you.
I already download this one.
Okay.
But the
Uh,
problem
mhm,
for Genius 3, even G,
mhm.
you should install the iOS image for each device.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the problem. I don't have those iOS.
Okay, if you need any help, you can message. You can tell me, okay, in session, no problem. Okay, now, so I'm trying to create a design on GNS3. I have a simple topology, R1 and R2 router. Let me create a cable first, add a cable first. What is loopback interface? Do you see any idea?
Sorry.
Loopback we are using for testing, right?
Yes.
Loopback interfaces. So here I'm creating loopback interfaces on both the routers. Loopback interfaces. For example, on R2, I'm creating 2.2.2.2 slash 32. This is single loopback interface. Single loopback interface. Enter this design. Let's configure IP address first. Interface fast Ethernet 0 slash 0 10 dot 1 dot 12 dot 1 mask. No shut down. Now let's go to the R2 router. So I'm trying to configure static routing into this small design. Interface fast Ethernet 0 slash 0. So 10 dot 1 dot 12 dot 2 mask. No shutdown. We can create one loopback interface. Interface loopback 0 2 dot 2 dot 2 dot 2 mask slash 32. Now show IP interface brief. So we have one physical interface and one loopback interface. Let's go to R1. And if I'm trying to verify my routing table information on R1, I only have directly connected network information, QNC. Okay.
Yes.
Now
No
I'm
look
trying to,
back.
yes, yes, yes. Any question?
No, no. I'm
Okay.
saying that for the router one, we don't have loop back configuration. Only to router two.
Yes. Now into this design, I'm trying to create, this is remote destination for R1 router.
Yes.
For our R1 router, this is for remote destination. I'm trying to create a remote destination network entry in a static and default routing. So right now our focus is on static routing. What is command syntax? IP route. And what is remote destination? 2.2.2. Is mask, and what is the next hop IP? 10.1.12.2. This is what directly connected
Okay.
router IP address. This is what directly connected router IP address, or you can say next hop IP. Yes, we have an entry. If you check your routing table this time, show IP route. If you check your routing table this time, you can see now you have an entry to reach this 2.2.2. Yes, you have a route with S flag, S code, as what? S is a static routing. So if you want to go on
Yes.
2.2.2, you can go via 10.1.12.2. This
Yes.
is what administrative distance. Administrative distance. So here we have what? Static entry. Static entry. Now, in case if I'm trying to verify my connectivity with 2.2.2.2, I have a route information in routing table. So yes, I have a reachability. I can ping to 2.2.2, right? You will see. You
Yes.
will see. Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's extend this design. I'm trying to add one more interface here. I'm trying to add one more interface here. Into this design, I'm looking for primary and secondary option, for example. Okay, here I'm using 10.1.21.0 slash 24 network. So now This is primary network.
Like,
This is secondary network. I'm looking for primary and secondary option. What is primary and secondary option? So I want to use this route. I'm looking for this. I want to use this route. But in case if this route goes down, this route will install automatically in routing table. So I'm looking for primary and secondary kind of scenario. If primary goes down, then secondary will take all the responsibility. Okay. So what I'm doing, I have an entry, right? I have an entry on R1 for 2.2.2. I have an entry. Let's configure first. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1. Interface fast Ethernet 0/1. 10.1.21.1. Mask, no shutdown. Now let's go to R2 router. R2. Now interface fast Ethernet 0/1. 10.1.21.2. Mask slash 24. No shutdown. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to create one more entry. I have entry. You can verify show run pipe section IP route. Yes, for 2.2.2, I have an entry, but I'm trying to create one more entry for same destination. For same remote destination, I'm trying to create one more entry. UNC, clear my point?
yeah,
IP
yes,
route,
I'm getting your
IP,
point.
yes, IP route 255, 2.2.2.2 and 255, destination, remote destination mask. And what is next hop IP? 10.1.21,
21.
21.2 this time. So this is what next hop router IP address. Next hop router IP address. Now, if I press enter here into this configuration, if I press enter, here we have default administrative distance. Remember administrative distance concept? Administrative distance when router will take routing decision. When router will
Yeah,
take routing
yeah,
decision, it will always check what? Administrative distance first, right?
yes. We
What I'm doing?
define,
Mhm.
we set the priority. Which one is the priority? Which one is the, I
Route,
can say, the
route
backup?
AD value first. AD value. This is what administrative distance.
Yes,
You can see here we have AD value. Whenever router will take routing decision, it will always check AD value first. So I have an entry to reach this 2.2.2. I already have an entry.
yes.
Okay, via this side, I have a default administrative distance via this side. See, this is what our entry. And via this side, we have a default administrative distance and static routing administrative distance default administrative distance is what? 1.
One. Yes,
Now via this side, if I'm creating this entry, so via this side, what I'm doing, if I press enter, then this side we have a same AD value. And whenever router will want to reach any destination, it will always use administrative distance value. And least administrative distance value is more preferred. So what I'm doing, I'm not using default AD value here. I'm trying to change AD value this side because this route I want to use as a secondary route. I want to use as a secondary route. So you can type question mark. You can define administrative distance here, metric of this route. I'm using, for example, 25, this side, AD value. Now, if you check your routing table, if you check your routing table first, so to reach, wait, to reach 2.2.2, 2.2.2, you have only one entry in routing table. Why? Because in routing table, we have only best route, Juvency, right? We have
okay,
only
yes.
best. But if you check your configuration, yes, you have two entry. To reach this, to reach this 2.2.2, you have two entry. But if you
Yeah,
check your routing table, if you check your routing table, in routing table, what you have? Okay, Jivanshu, can you give me 2 minutes only? Juvenzu,
Okay, no problem.
please wait, okay? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, Juvency, can you hear me? Yeah?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let's continue our topic now.
Yes, okay.
Okay. So what we have, wait. So to reach this 2.2.2, we have two entry. But in routing table, we have only this route. Why? Because this route is a what? It's the
Yes.
best route.
Mm.
Best route. So now we have two entry and this route is not available in routing table. What I'm doing, let's go to check routing table again. And if I'm trying to reach 2.2.2.2, I can go to 2.2 and 2.2.2. And if you check your trace route, so to reach
That's
this
good.
2.2.2, you can go via 10.1.12.2. This is your primary route. And in case, if this primary route goes down, in case, for example, fast Ethernet 0/0 goes down. If this route goes down, then if you check your routing table this time, automatically this route will install into the routing table. You can verify now, show IP route. Automatically this route is available in routing table. Clear now my point?
Okay.
You can see this
Yes.
is available
Now
automatically.
I
Now,
get you.
in case if this interface will come up again, I'm using no shutdown command on fast Ethernet 0/0. If you check routing table information again, so this route is available now. This route is available now, so it will install in routing table automatically. Let's verify our routing table information again. Yes, see, again this route
Yes,
is available.
okay.
Clear now my point? This
Yes, I get your point.
okay. Now this is just an introduction session. Okay, Juvency. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we can continue this topic tomorrow. Okay, this is static and default routing configuration tomorrow. Okay, Juvency.
It's okay for
Juvency.
me.
Okay, can you please share your email ID again in our WhatsApp group? I'm sharing this today's session recording and we'll continue tomorrow same time 10:30 to 11:30. I think on your side it's 6 a.m. morning, right? Juvency?
Okay. Yes, it's okay.
Okay. Let's continue tomorrow. Okay. Bye dear. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, 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 dear. Bye.
Right. I'm sharing the ID.
Sure, please, please.